Whoa. Exciting time, peoples, exciting time. The drift trike is nearly ready to go. So in today's video, I'm going to be getting the exhaust all modified and set up. I'm going to be getting all this wiring sorted out, doing a little bit more fabrication because I need to make a little battery box, somewhere to hold the fuel tank, and then after that we should be able to fire this beast up and see how she goes. That's what we're doing today. So we're going to start off with the exhaust, only because you start with the exhaust just so you know where you route the exhaust isn't going to melt any cables. So unfortunately I was donated exhaust really kindly, but it doesn't actually fit, the back box is just too big. But I am going to manage to use like the manifold and bit of the pipe work just to get the start of what the exhaust is I'm going to need. So basically I've got the manifold part bolted on. This is sort of the angle I need the exhaust to come at. So I'm just going to literally tack weld this on here, take it over to the bench and properly weld that up. Unfortunately, that's as much of the exhaust as I can do now until the rest turns up, but it's not going to be a massive deal. Now I've got that elbow sorted to modify it to fit. Right, moving on to electrics. I don't want to go over the electrics too much because most of it is self-explanatory. When you buy these pit bike kits, they normally come with a wiring loom, and to be fair, the wiring loom, you can't really go wrong. It's all colour coded, the plugs only go in one way where they're meant to. The only thing you need to be aware of is where you're going to situate the battery. So, and also what battery you decide to choose. So I've gone for a mini bike battery, 12 volt lead acid battery. That means when this thing's running I can leave it on there and it actually will charge. So what I'm thinking, I'm going to put the battery down here just beside the head, you know, a little way away so it's not going to melt, but it's going to be down there. So that's going to be my next job. I need to make a small metal box for this battery to sit in, and then once I've done that I can start hooking up the wires. Like I say, I'm not going to go into too much detail because it is mostly self-explanatory. If you do have any questions, just drop a comment below and I'll try to help you the best I can. So let's get box making.
I am not a novice, I'm gonna be the best.
battery tray was a complete success. Got it in a really good position here, so I'm going to be able to connect all the loom up now. I'm not really going to show you that because it's just boring footage. No one wants to see me just connecting up plugs. But what I will say is, just as a key little pointer, if you start at the battery with the wires and work out, you know everything is going to be able to reach where you want it. The last thing you want to do is sort of like get your switches and that in place, trace the wires down and realise the wires aren't long enough, and then like have to like modify the wires. So start at the battery and sort of like place things in a position where the wires are going to reach. Right then, moment of truth. Will it or won't it? 3, 2, 1. Yes! We have an engine that turns over. So, all I think we need now is some fuel. Bang some fuel in here, and then she shall be good to go. We got fuel flowing. Right. This is the first time this thing's ever been started up. Alright, we need choke. Ignition on. Put that down there. Alright, the back wheels are off the floor. Let's give it a go. The wheels are turning, that's a good sign. Okay, so I didn't notice that the kill switch was in. That's why I was getting no spark. Right, come on, let's try this again. So my last little thing to do in this video today is modify this brand new exhaust that's just turned up to get that to fit onto the drift trike. So I'm going to do a little outro video of me basically chopping and welding this brand new exhaust up. But I hope you've enjoyed this 3-part series in the build video. Tune in, not next week but the week after, where I'll be taking this thing out, looking absolutely mint because it's all going to be sprayed up, looking clean, and basically just testing it out. Drifting around some car parks and having some good fun. And as always, don't forget to subscribe and please smash that thumbs up button. But for now, let's chop this bad boy up.